It's Nørgaard. So today I'm doing this makeup look, and this is using my e.l.f. Punk Funk Quad. So I'm only using e.l.f. makeup in this tutorial, and I'm only using e.l.f. Essentials makeup. So everything is $1 or $2, and I'm using everything e.l.f. from the face makeup to the eye makeup to the lip makeup to the brushes to the tools to the falsies. Everything is e.l.f. So it's a super affordable look. So I don't want to do too much talking. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and remember to watch in high definition. And here comes the tutorial. Okay, so we are actually starting out with the eyes today. I normally always do my foundation and my base makeup first, but I wanted to switch it up. And also the eyeshadows I'm going to be using are a little bit powdery, so they can have some fallout. So I just thought, let's do the eyes first. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. Brightening Eye Liner in the color Coffee. It's a brown color. I'm going to use this to fill in my eyebrows. I know that e.l.f. has a eyebrow pencil, which I have heard should be really good, but I don't own that, so I'm going to use an eyeliner instead. So I'm going to lightly fill in my eyebrows, and I use an e.l.f. brow comb to blend it out with. I had this really weird dream last night. I dreamt that me and my family were going to New York, and for some reason my parents were super late and they didn't care to get to the plane on time, and that really stressed me out. And normally my parents are so good with that, you know, they're always like really, we have to go, we have to be there on time, blah blah blah. So it was a really strange dream, and I remember I was just feeling so stressed because I really wanted to go to New York, and I didn't want to miss the plane. I don't know, I often have really weird dreams. So to set my eyebrows, I'm going to use this e.l.f. brow mascara, and I'm just going to run this through my eyebrows. I really love this stuff, it's really good. So now I'm going to use my e.l.f. Eyelid Primer in the color Sheer, and I'm going to apply this on the entire eyelid and blend it out with my finger. And this does have a little color to it, so if you are about this skin tone, it will neutralize your lid. Okay, so the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today is this one. It's called Punk Funk, and I'm going to start out with the blue color. So I'm using e.l.f.'s eyeshadow brush, and I'm just packing this color all over my eyelid. So I'm just doing half circles on my eyelids. So then I'm going to use the purple. So I'm using the e.l.f. eye crease brush to apply this into the crease. So I always like to start in the outer corner, so the outer corner gets the darkest, and then fade the color into the crease. And I'm going to start just by placing the color, and then I'm going to blend it out later. Right now I just want this purple to be nice and vibrant. Then I'm going to take a clean blending eye brush, also from e.l.f., and I'm going to blend it all together. And you do lose a bit of color intensity when you blend, but that's okay. We're going to go back in and add it again once we're done blending. So now I add a bit more purple right in the outer corner, and I blend that out again, and I blend it into the crease, and I do the same on the other eye and go back in and blend. And I go back in and touch up the blue on the eyelid, because as I said, you do lose a bit of color when you blend. So now I'm going to take the pink, and I'm using the same blending brush that we used bare right before, and I'm using that right above the purple very softly to just make a little bit of a transitioning. So it goes from blue to purple to pink before we go into the brow bone highlight. So then I go in with the pearl color over here, And I'm going to use this as my brow bone highlight. And I'm applying it with my defining eye brush, also from e.l.f. So I just trace right here underneath the brows. And then you want to take a little more pink and go back in and blend on both sides. So now I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Under the Sheets makeup remover wipes. And I'm just going to remove any fallout with this. I'm going to apply this e.l.f. Shimmering Eyeliner in the color Iconic Ivory. And I'm going to be applying this around the tear duct. So just a little bit, just like this. You can see it's really creamy and shimmery. And I prefer to blend this out with my finger. And I'm just applying the color we also used on the brow bone highlight right on top. It makes it nice and really bright in here. And I just blend it upwards to blend in with the other eyeshadows. Then I just go through my eyebrows just to brush out any eyeshadow that I might have gotten in them. Okay, so I zoomed you guys out a little bit because we are going to do the face makeup now. So I'm going to clip my hair out of my face so that I can see what I'm working with. And I'm sorry, my face looks really red right now, more than it usually does. And that's because I have the heat on, because it's so cold in Denmark right now. So anyways, for foundation I have these 3 cover sticks by e.l.f. So I have it in light beige, which is what I usually use, but it looks a bit too dark for me right now. It was what I used during the summer. And then I have Ivory and Apricot beige. I think I'm going to use Apricot beige. So this is just like a little stick, so I'm just going to paint it on my face. These do have like a smell to them. They smell like oranges. I really like the smell, but I don't think it's for everyone. So once I have my entire face covered in war paint, I'm going to blend it out with an e.l.f. blending wedge. I just spray it with water and I blend out my foundation with a dabbing motion, and I blend it a little bit down onto my neck, just to make sure everything matches and blends seamlessly. This is actually a really good skin tone match for me right now. Because this sponge is somewhat small, it does work great around the nose area. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more to bump up the coverage. So on here, where I have a lot of my acne scars and my chin is still looking a bit red, I have a little bit of a breakout down here. I have a little acne scarring over here. My nose still looks a little bit red, so I'm just going to blend that out as well. And this time around I mostly just dab it out, and this is to maintain as much of the coverage as I possibly can get. Wow. So for my under eye area I have 2 concealers from e.l.f. So they're very similar, but this one is Apricot beige and this one is Ivory. And I actually think I'm going to mix the 2. So I'm starting by dotting a little bit of Apricot beige, but then I go in with my Ivory color, and this one is a little bit lighter and more yellow in color, and I go ahead and blend this out. And you could use the stick, but I want something that's a little bit lighter underneath my eyes. So now I'm actually going to take another e.l.f. all over cover stick. This is in the color Spicy, so it's a bit darker than my skin tone, and I'm going to use this to contour. So I go in here on my cheekbone and I go up around the hairline, and I go a bit down underneath my jaw, and then I go on the nose, on each side of the nose. So I just go ahead and blend this out just like I did the other cover stick, and this will just add some dimension back into my face. And this color is very warm, so it will act as our bronzer and our highlight, our contour. And blend the nose. So for my blush I'm going to use cream blush. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip in the color Pink Lemonade, and this just goes right here on the apples of my cheeks. And again I blend it out with my sponge. Oh, I forgot how pigmented this is. I was like putting on a ton, thinking it was going to be super sheer, but no honey. So I'm just going to add a little foundation to tone this down a little bit. And I'm going to do the same over here. So I blend it out. And I apply a little foundation and I blend that in. To highlight my face, I'm going to use another Shimmering facial whip. This is in the color Spotlight, so it's just a very light pearly color. And I'm going to apply this right there on the tops of my cheekbones and then right on the tip of the nose and the cupid's bow. And again I blend it out with my sponge. So you do need to set this because this foundation, it doesn't set. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. pressed powder in Ivory, and I'm going to use my Total face brush, also from e.l.f., just to dust a little bit over my T-zone. So right up here, just to take away the shine, and my chin a little bit, and then a little bit on the nose, and right here along the under eye area, and the same over here. And I do also brush a little bit down onto my neck. And that's all the powder I do. I don't powder my cheeks just because I like them to look a little bit luminous. So now we are moving back to the eyes, and I'm applying the blue eyeshadow underneath my lower lash line. And I'm using the e.l.f. Eye Smudge Sponge. And I am applying a bit of the purple right here in the outer corner to connect the lower lash line with the upper lash line. And I'm going to apply a bit more of the highlight color around the tear duct. Same on the other eye. So for my upper lash line, I'm going to line my eyes with this e.l.f. liquid liner in Midnight. So I'm just doing a tiny little flick on the outer corner. So now I'm going to use this e.l.f. Brightening Eye Liner, and I believe this is in the color Ash. It doesn't say anywhere on it, so I'm not entirely sure. And I'm using this color for my top and bottom waterlines. So I just applied the grey eyeliner to my upper and lower waterlines. So now I'm going to use my e.l.f. Eyelash Curler to curl my lashes. So the mascara I'm going to use is this e.l.f. Regular and Waterproof Mascara Duo. I'm going to use the regular end just because my waterproof end has dried out. So I'm going to apply this to my top and bottom lashes, but only one coat because I am going to be wearing falsies. So that's what one coat of mascara looks like. So now I'm going to apply my e.l.f. Dramatic False Lashes. I'm applying these lashes with my e.l.f. tweezers. And by the way, I'm not using the e.l.f. eyelash glue that comes with the falsies. That's just because it makes my eyes burn. So I'm using Duo Lash Adhesive. To apply my falsies with, but you could of course use the e.l.f. glue. Okay, so while the glue on this eyelash is drying, I'm going to go back in with my liquid liner on this eye, and I'm just doing this to hide the lash glue. Then I go over here. Okay, so once I have my falsies on, we are done with the eyes. So for the lips, I applied a bit of this e.l.f. lip balm. This is in the color Strawberry Cream. So I just applied that to hydrate and prep my lips. So for my lip liner, I'm going to use this lip liner from e.l.f. in the color Natural Blush. And I'm lining my lips with this. And I just blend it out with my finger. And for lipstick, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Essentials lipstick. This is a nice pink color. It's called Classy. So just applying that on my lips, as you do. And I'm going to top off my pink lip with this e.l.f. Super Glossy Lip Shine in the color Watermelon. Just right in the center of the lips. And blend it out with your finger. And that's the finished look. Okay you guys, so this is the finished look using the e.l.f. Punk Funk Quad. So I really hope you like it. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. So take care and bye bye!